I do is I create beautiful paintings where I break them down simply, even for a beginner, someone who's never picked up a paintbrush before. I break them down into simple steps so you can create a painting that you love and you want to hang on your wall. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I don't want to color block this all in, because if you do, it'll look flat. Don't ever make anything all one shade unless you're doing silhouette, and then I always tend to put some highlights on that too. But you want this to look like it's three-dimensional. So you see how I'm brightening it, and it adds a lot of contrast. So when you go back to it and go and start adding those layers, you have to lift off in different areas though. So you're letting, you know, some of the shadows, some of the darkness show through. That it has, you know, some contrast. I'm not brightening everything, okay? Not brightening everything. Is when you make the branches, guys, instead of, a lot of people want to make a T off to the side. That's a no-no, okay? So what you want to do is everything lies off, okay? So even at the top of a tree, this is where some people have a real, we're not doing tops of trees, we're just going to do side branches. But this is always a Y too, coming off the top. With this here, I actually think that I'll make this a little bit more green so it stands out and looks like it's running into that a little bit there. So that kind of bothers my eye a little bit. And again, like as you go around the sides, like you don't have as much paint. You're barely touching it. It's a little darker as you go around the side. I always tell people that too, like trust the process in our painting classes, because when I create a painting, I'm always thinking like how to teach my painters the very first time I'm making it, like, well, can they do this step? You know, what do I say? It's always in my head. And so there's always, and people generally can't see initially if they're new in the painting classes how their painting's going to turn out, but we can tell walking around. And so you want to just make sure you pay attention to each and every step, and you'll definitely get there as well. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to flip around, Lindsay, is I'm going to take my brush on this side, and I'm going to make these little strokes through here, and then I'm going to blend it out with the wide part of the brush. I'm going to use it horizontally first, and I'm going to make these at an angle. Do you see how this like goes down at an angle? So I'll start my first one here. I space out and I do